Live. So welcome if you're joining me today. Everything's changed on this program. I had to, honestly, I had to go in, I had to log in again, and I had to, my hair's a mess as well. And I had to do all sorts. But anyway, I am here now. Technology, it's not good for me. Right. Let me have a look here and make sure that I am. Now, where am I? What's that one? No, that's not the one. Yes, it is. Who knows? Well, I think that's the chat. I think I've got that up. Right. Okay. I've got the chat up. That's fine. I've got me up. I've got my craft desk. Oh, so welcome today, folks. I am going to record it in a bit, but I'll do a little preamble first, just to say welcome. And I had a wonderful time in Cologne on stage, and I'll tell you all about it and show you the wonderful things I got, which is just great. I'm also going to give you a little sneak peek of Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is coming to the UK and Ireland, and also all the markets in Europe, as well as can't even think. Australia and New Zealand, it's coming up there as well. So we are getting Paper Pumpkin from the beginning of April. So that's really exciting. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek because we were lucky enough to get a copy on stage. Anyway, if I start to record now. Oh, hang on. Ooh, how do I do that? Right. I just do. Didn't I just press that? I don't know. Who knows? Why won't it now record? This is very odd. Oh, heavens. Okay, well, never mind. I'm not going to bother because I can get it off YouTube. Right, so I should be live on YouTube and on my crafting Facebook page. So hopefully you'll catch me there then, even if you don't see this. So my purpose today is to show you all of the lovely swaps I got from OnStage. As you know, when we go to OnStage, a lot of us take swaps, about 50 or 60, something like that, or a few less or a few more, depends how many you want to make, and hand them all around to people, and you get things back in return. So I have got, if I bring up my craft desk, I'll show you what's sitting on there at the moment. Look at this huge box of swaps. It's ridiculous. I've got so many swaps to show you. So this is one, and it rained in colour. Oh, why is that back to front? Everything's back to front. How do I turn that round? Oh dear. I think it must be the setting on my camera. Just let me go back on there a second. There, go back on there. I'm just going to fiddle, so don't look at the bit in the corner because it'll look horrible. So which is the thing I have to press here? Settings, let's try that. Video. Oh, for heaven's sake, I don't want to block camera access. For heaven's sake. Oh my goodness, I don't want it to do. Why it was doing that, goodness only knows. Let's try that again, and hopefully, if I get this right, we should be able to see my craft desk properly. Oh, I'm not seeing it at all now. Okay. Why is that? Oh, it's got to be that way up. That's very strange. I wonder why it has to be that way up. Oh, let's try that. Is that better? Do I get it now the right way up? Let's have a look. Yes, thank goodness for that. Right, we are the right way round. I have no idea why it does that. Anyway, we've had terrible problems with internet, so this drops down. It could be that we've lost the internet as well, just to add to everything. Anyway, this was a lovely box I got of a gift. It is empty now because I've sorted out the gift that was in it. It was a wonderful gift. It was actually an eraser rubber, which I needed a new one, so that was fabulous, plus a few of the bits of chocolates and things. But it rained, and I couldn't carry this in my box because, as you can see, it was completely full, and unfortunately I got some rain on it, so it spoilt the lovely stamping on the front. But this was lovely, and I love this idea that the ribbon is put through the piece on the top that's got the sentiment on, but not stuck down. So it means you've got a lot more control for tying it, which is really nice idea, and I like that. But this box I wanted to show you because it is a fold flat box. So for storage, that's brilliant. But obviously when it comes up, because of the way it's folded, I'm not going to go into how to do it. I think I have done a video with one of these already. You've got a little tuck-in bit, which just tucks in at the front there and keeps the, oops, don't get the ribbon in it, keeps the box closed. And then you tie it round with a ribbon. How nice is that? It's a beautiful little box and a nice one to make. So I will check that I do have, I'm pretty sure I have got somewhere a blog about that, how to make those sorts of boxes. And they are really, really nice. So that was that. Then this was a little beautiful thing, a little something to brighten your day from Cologne. So many people have done these beautiful stickers and stamps and labels to say on stage, which is really lovely. So we know where they come from. And this is a box. This is from a die, one of the die sets from Stamping Up, that has the automatic closure as part of it. So the die itself, I've still got the gift in this one, as you can see. The die itself forms the box and cuts out these bits that actually fit together. And then all you do is stick the sides into the box and it all fits together. And this is beautiful. This is from Yvonne Beats, my lovely, lovely Dutch demo friend, who I meet at the on stages, but actually, sadly, not at any other time. And she has actually stamped on shrink plastic and made this beautiful key ring. She's done a lovely little paper tassel on it as well. I mean, there's so much work. Honestly, I look at these and I think the love and the care that people have taken to put these together is just amazing. So that obviously fits with what she's put on the back as well, which is lovely. So that is from my gorgeous friend, Yvonne. Thank you so much, Yvonne. And it was lovely, lovely to see you again. Thank goodness. I love to see people. And I'm so sad that there isn't an on stage next year because I won't be able to go. This is my lovely friend, Becky, who sadly has just lost her cat. So if you are watching this, Becky, I am so sorry to hear that. And I know, give yourself time to grieve. It's horrible losing a pet. But this is a lovely box. This is just a folded piece of DSP. It actually had some hand cream in, which I've taken out. But you make a little base for it, so it makes it very, very stable. And then as you squeeze it together, it makes that lovely shape, which is just brilliant for a hand cream or something similar for that. It's a beautiful little box. All sorts of other boxes. There's this lovely, lovely piece. This is from the wonderful Jay, another of the demos, the one that I tell you to go and watch if you want to learn how to colour. And look what he's done. He's used the Cutest Crew stamp set to stamp out these cats and done all of that colouring, done all of this die cutting, even put a little embellishment of ribbon on it and all these beautiful things put together and wrapped it round what was a bar of chocolate, but obviously I've eaten that. So it's just, it's lovely. It's a lovely way to do it. And he has got in here, look at this. This is beautiful. Stamping Blends labels. So you can actually cut these out with a little 3/8 of an inch circle punch and stick them on with mini blue dots. And they're printed on card as well, which is even better because I've printed my own, but on paper, and they're not really as good. So that is just wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And it's got all the new ones on, which is gorgeous. The 5 new colours, plus it's got, it's all the 5 new colours, the lights and the darks and 2 sets of them, which is just really lovely. So thank you very much for that, Jay. That was that one. It's so beautiful. Just a, very simple use of the DSP, just to fold around the bar of chocolate, but it's the decoration that's taken all the time. It's beautiful. Then another one here. This is from Crafting Lady. This is one of the demonstrators from Germany. I have a lot of German friends, which is lovely, and I like to see those as well. And she's done a closure using a magnet, which is so clever and so nice. It's quite easy to actually cover that up. You could just put another strip of card or DSP across or leave it open like that. And that, I think, also had something nice in it, which is no longer in there. And that's using that beautiful stamp set from last year, which I can't remember the name of, but had that fantastic paper that you could die cut as well. I've used it a lot in some of my cards. Then I've got this lovely pack. This is beautiful. This is from my wonderful friend from Leipzig, Claudia. And Claudia has done this beautiful sort of 3-pocket. See how there's the pockets there? Can you see that okay? And each of the pockets got something in. There was, can't remember what there was in the front. I think some sweets or something nice, or it might have been a tea bag or something nice. And a little thing from her to say, where it is and how to find it. She's used, I haven't got this particular set, but it has a die that cuts out a sort of strip of like slides, and then you put your own pictures in to make it look like a slide strip, and a camera. She's done this lovely little 2026 little charm on there, which you could use on another project, tied it on with some twine. And then here, Cologne, put a little gem on there. And in the back pocket, in colour 2628. And again, we've got the different colours and the products she's used in this, and just lovely. So there we go. That's that. And then put it all on a separate sheet. And again, you look at the work in this. The work in this is unbelievable. The stamping, the die cutting, the forming of these, the bending and forming, sticking them together, cutting out these on stage. Look at those. I mean, that takes in itself so long, so beautiful. Making up the tag. She's actually put the strengthen a bit around the top of the tag, which I have to admit I don't tend to do, but it is there in the stamp, in the die set, if you've got those tags die set. So that is a lovely, beautiful thing from the gorgeous Claudia from Leipzig. So thank you, Claudia. See you again soon, I hope. I often can arrange to see her in Germany, which is nice. Then this one, beautiful, this one. This is, by the way, if you are watching, do put in the chat where you're from and who you are, so I know who's there. It's nice. This had a pencil in it. I'm pulling it out to bits because I took it to bits to see how it was made because I loved it. It had a pen in it, actually, a lemon lolly coloured pen, which was lovely. But I love this box. I love how it's put together. It's obviously just got a sleeve around it. We've got a QR code, so I can go and see where this is from. And this is from a French demo, who I don't know, just happened to meet on stage, as you do. So I need to find out about this because it's beautiful. Very simple wraparound piece. Again, though, taken the time to die cut and stamp sentiments and things. And the little gems just make the added bit here. But this is clever how this is put together because it's just formed that sort of V in the bottom. And you can take it to bits and see how it was all put together, which is what I did. So it's actually just, if we can see how that's, can you see how that's made? And then just fold it in. And the slots here mean that you can fold the ends in, which keeps it really, really sturdy. So that is very clever. I shall definitely have a look at how that's made and make a video for you in English so that we know how to do those, because I think that's very clever. I really like that. That's another one I shall definitely make. You get all sorts of pens and pencils. Here's a new pencil, again using that beautiful DSP, which is just lovely. Again, taking the trouble to cut out these lovely gold elements here out of gold foil and putting it all, making it into a bookmark. So you can use the thing as a bookmark. I've got a pen in it, pencil in it, which I can use as well. So that is really lovely. That is Cindy Dachicourt, again, another of the French demos, which is lovely. Then this is from my lovely friend Stacey. She gave me this just as an extra. I didn't have any swaps left, but she was kind enough to give me one, which is lovely. And again, a lovely little belly band round, a folded bit of DSP, and a very useful nail file in that. And the little insert to tell me what it was made out of and what the colours are, which is always helpful. I do like it when people do that. I always put something in mine or put a link to the blog where it is anyway. So that's just beautiful. And again, the care taken to do all that die cutting, do that bit of blending. It takes time. People put so much love into these. So going through other boxes, this one is nice. I like this box as well, because you know I love to make boxes. So I love getting the ideas. This is what I love on stage for. But again, the little details just make it. So it's a simple box. Well, not so simple because it's got a beautifully fitting lid, which is lovely. And again, you've got the insert that's got the link as to where to find all the details. But again, the care taken to do these little die cuts, put the gems on, stamp that and trim the sentiment. Just very, very beautiful. So another box I shall definitely work out the measurements on and how to make it. This is lovely. This is a little book box. These are lovely. I like to make these. I was actually thinking making one next week, but I might leave it a week or so. And again, the time it takes to do the stamping, do the colouring, do the die cutting to put it all together. Making her own thing here for the OnStage 2026. She has given us a lovely little coaster thing of Cologne. This is another of the French demos. Madame Pavesi, Cécile Pavesi, I think that's how you say it. I'm not very good on the French names. But again, the care taken to cut out the little bits, so it makes it easy to pull it out of the box here. So that's beautiful too. All of these lovely boxes, little box with just a little top, Birgit Schultz from Radebeul, another of the German demos, and again, simple little box, but the time taken to do that colouring, to do that die cutting, to put it together, think that it looks better raised, which it does on a dimensional, and a lovely little tea light in that. So beautiful little, simple but very effective little tea light box there. Going on with my boxes, this is rather nice. Again, you see, and I have to pull it. I pulled it apart to see what was in it, but it came much better. It's been bent a little bit because I was struggling to bring everything home, and that's got twisted, unfortunately. But anyway, this is from Adeline Hamoui. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, another of French demos. But I love this idea of putting a little sort of corkscrew thing across the top. And this box will open. I take that out, you can see it just pulls apart and opens like that. And we have here a beautiful little charm, little rabbit sitting on a moon charm there, which is just beautiful. So scissor charm, something like that, really lovely. So thank you again to all these beautiful people who do these wonderful things. But again, I like the simplicity of this box. It's basically a little box with this piece sticking out of the side, which instead of just folding normally, she's actually folded like that, so she can put this through and make it a little sort of carrier box. And that has come off and I've stuck it on a different way, but anyway, there we go. Beautiful little box. Another one here. This is just, again, a box with a lid, but beautifully made and fits together beautifully. And oh, there's actually a sweet in there that I haven't actually eaten yet, a peppermint. Leave it out there to make it. So again, a lovely little box. Quite clever how she's actually tied the ribbon inside and stuck it down, which is clever, because the ribbon is just a little tag here out of the top, but it gives the details of who had actually made that. That's Roelie Bakker from the Netherlands, an independent demonstrator from Stampin' Up. So there we go. Another little bag here. This has been squashed, I'm afraid, getting it home. But it's, oh, there we go. It should look like that with the ribbon through. And this, again, we've got a lovely charm. And this is from the wonderful, I don't know if you're there, Margaret, the wonderful Margaret from down south. And I've completely destroyed your beautiful box because it's all come off. But she's done, again, made a little bow for the front, stamped all of this. She's made her own paper to make the boxes, or this sort of bag, by stamping it herself. And it's I'm sorry I've destroyed it now because I just squished it. But you can see the lovely stamping on there for St. Patrick's Day. And we have a beautiful little leprechaun keyring, which is just beautiful. And I shall definitely be using that for something gorgeous. So sorry to not make it look very good because I squashed it. Because it was difficult. It's difficult bringing everything home. It really is. So this one, I don't think I've even opened yet. So again, somebody has taken the time to download the image from the website to print the Cologne on stage and put a lovely little bit of ribbon that forms a handle to pull open the drawer. And as you pull it out, this bit actually lifts up. There we go. And look at that. We've got a cat in there and a lovely little sort of cat with a nose here, which is rather nice. Just, I'm not sure what that is actually made out. It's like a foam, rather nice. So just a nice little play around gift of a box that you pull out and it opens right up and you see that. It's just lovely. Really sweet. So that is that one. Quite a lot of card fronts, which are always nice. This one is using my absolutely favourite sheep set. And I like the idea that she's actually coloured the sheep rather than I tend to leave them quite white, but just she'd done a load in different colours. So I obviously choose peach because that's my favourite one, my favourite sheep. But again, the detail, the little tiny gem on the top of the sheep and in the flowers, and the time spent sponging and embossing the piece, the basic white piece she's used on the card, and the sponging that adds to it there beautifully. And that is from Jacqueline. Oh, that's Jacqueline. Yeah, that's my other. Now, this is very sad, Jacqueline, because I was supposed to meet you for lunch last Tuesday, because I went on from Cologne to Berlin for a few days and I was going to meet Jacqueline. But unfortunately, I was due to fly home on Wednesday. And on Monday night, I was told that there's going to be a strike at Brandenburg on Wednesday. So I had to move my flight to the Tuesday, which meant I couldn't meet up with Jacqueline. which is really sad. But next time we will definitely meet in Berlin. So another one here, a little present for you. I haven't opened that yet. It's just got a little, just had a little glue dot to hold it closed. So, oh, this is lovely. Look at this. Some beautifully printed out flowers that are printed on something. I can then peel these off and use them. How nice is that? Look at that. Some little dragonfly and snail. Oh, they're lovely. They are so nice. So we can use those in some cards. Oh, there's more. There's even more in there. That's beautiful. So that's from a French demo by the look of that, because it's in French on there. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't say. That's not good. Surely it says, it must say on the back of here, does it? Yes, it does. Karine Allard. Thank you, Karine. That is lovely, and that'll make some very easy put together cards. Another box here, again with a, oops, this has got, I did open this before and have a look at this. This is lovely, and I love this sort of box, which is all folded in and just leaves a space in the middle. And she's done a little garland of flowers, which I think is really, really cute. And again, the time taken to put those together, but isn't that pretty? And it just sits neatly, the 4 flowers on top of each other in that little box. Very sturdy box, because you've got the sides folded in again, a bit like the pen box I showed you before. And that's just very lovely. And that is from Manuela Reif-Meyer. Okay, I think she's probably German or possibly Dutch. Anyway, that's that one, which is lovely. Another beautiful box here, which I did open because it had some, it had chocolate in it. So I did sort of, I didn't bother pulling this off because I'd never tie it again like that. It's so beautiful, but I did actually open the middle. So lovely box with a nice sort of hold top. Not sure who that's from, actually. I need to open it up again to find out, because I suspect it does say in here. Yep, and this is what was in here. Pull this out, because this was a rather nice little gift again. It's a little bit of washi tape. How nice is that, to get some washi tape? So that was beautiful. That is from, let me just fork out the piece from inside. I really ought to undo it so I can get in there properly. But again, just folded up to say who it was. This is from a, oh, it's got 3 different languages there. So Miriam Sempe, thank you very much. French demo, I think, but I'm not sure. Again, QR code so I can go, but lovely in the 3 languages. So thank you for swapping with me. That's so lovely. So there's that one. Then another card front here. This is a very simple idea, but it's so effective, using our beautiful DSP with a matching contrasting piece, putting a ribbon round and a sentiment on the front. How nice is that? So that is from Terry Saunders there. So thank you, Terry, for that one. Just a lovely card. It's beautiful. So sometimes simple ideas are sometimes the best. So that is that. Another card here. I haven't got this set with a little squirrel, but it's rather sweet. And making a little frame by cutting out a circle and just setting it on top of a card there with a little sentiment and a few flowers around it. So lovely. Marie-Françoise Durel. And another card here. This is, I'm sure it is a bookfold card. Let me have a look. This is from Barbara Maynard from Kent. So I can't open it. Why can't I open it? I don't know why I can't open it. It must be a top there. Oh, there we go. But I'm pretty sure this might be a bookfold card. We'll have a look in and see. So many beautiful things. And again, all the details in here to leave it. So yeah, there we go. Oh, and look this. Oh, now this is great. Look, bookfold card. So it means this piece is stuck down. It's got some ribbon around it, which is lovely. But when I open it, look at that. Isn't that lovely? I love these pop-up bookfold cards. They're just lovely. So that is a beautiful card. Thank you very much, Barbara. And again, she has included in here the beauty of giving cards rather than boxes is you can include more of the instructions. So that's lovely. So we've got the instructions how to make that. Beautiful card. Then, oh, I hadn't opened this one either. You just don't have time at these weeks. They're so busy, but they're so much fun. And this is from Claudia Müller, I think, Müller, Maastricht. And this is beautiful. Oh, look, there's a little sugar and a tea bag. Oh, an English tea bag. That's even nicer. So there we go. And just made a little pocket. If you remember, I made something similar last year with my little pockets, which you can have folded over. She's left hers with the top not folded over, probably because the sugar's a bit too big, but you can actually fold that over and tuck it in behind the sentiment you put on the front to hold it together. She's decided to leave hers open, which does mean you don't squish the sugar bit. But isn't that lovely? Again, a nice little simple gift, but a beautifully thought one. And the time taken to measure, to cut, to fold, to put together. You've still got to stamp these. She's done it on another layer, so she's had to punch those out. And just simple things like rounding the corners makes so much difference to the look of a project. And it's these little bits of care that I think are so wonderful, and when people are so kind as to put these things together for us. Then this was beautiful. Again, using my lovely sheep. It's a calendar. So it actually stands up. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? So again, we've got Cologne to remind us it was in Cologne, and it was in March. So we've got the March date there. And again, the die cuts, the sheep with the colouring and put together so beautifully. Doreen Nor, thank you very, very much. Isn't that just beautiful? So there we are, German calendar. That's fine, because I understand German, so that's okay. So lovely, lovely little thing. Really like that. And of course, you could print out your own months and keep using that forever. Another one with the sheep. We had a lot of sheep. This is a little sort of easel card that stands up. This is from Nicola, one of my fellow demos in Belfast, actually, which is lovely. And this is, it's a beautiful little stand. I wasn't going to take it out. I can't just keep opening everything. We'll be here forever. But it actually will sit on the stand and stand up, which is a lovely idea. And again, my favourite sheep. But again, the little extras that are added is beautiful. Little shamrock charm, which is beautiful. After I made a complete mess of doing shamrocks the other week. Another pen in a pen holder. That's another French demo. That is Lance Pasquier. I think that's how you say it. I'm not very good at my French pronunciation, so apologies if you're listening, my French friends. C'est pour toi. It's for you. So that's beautiful, little pen holder. So nice to have it. And there's something actually written on the pen, which I'll have to get it out and see. Then this one, this is from a little German demo, that I met, who I know is from Lübeck, because inside it's got a Lübeck heart, which is beautiful. But not only has it got a Lübeck heart, which I will eat, she's actually also put in these are little, the things you stick on the card and then stick something on top so they bounce and they sort of shimmer around on your card, which is really lovely. So that's Birgit Steinberg Olberg. By the look of that, can't quite see the bottom there. Olbach. And she's cut out this beautiful shape, and then she's made, the die set does include these, so it's a little sort of belt that tucks in, so it keeps the box closed. Isn't that beautiful? That is so lovely. And again, the time taken to do all the stamping, the die cutting, this piece here, which is stamped with the hearts, or DSP, I'm not sure, but little hearts cut out there, this sponging around there. So much time taken on making these, so much love goes into these, which I just think is beautiful. Another little packet here. This is very like the one I made last year with the two things either side. So this is Marie-Christine Andreff, again from France. Again, somebody who's cut out, got the logo from OnStage and stuck it on there, which is very clever. And this has another lemon ginger tea. Lovely, lemon ginger tea. So that's beautiful. Again, these are very similar to the ones I made last year for OnStage. So you can look on my blog and see how to make those sorts of things. And that's very beautiful. Another little, that's from my destroyed, sorry, Margaret, my destroyed thing from Margaret. This is nice. This clever little hook here, just of cardboard, which is a little thing that hooks into, closes it. And it is a lovely little set of these sticky notes, which is always useful. Heike Kirmst. So thank you, Heike. Pop that back in. So that will be very useful. I will definitely use those because I use a lot of those. Another box here. Oh, it still has something in. I obviously haven't opened this one again. So little belly band again, but the time taken, the extras of the little gem, as well as the stamping and the punching out. And then the box itself, a very nice one. Oh, look, the sweets in this one I didn't open. Oh, so I've got That's a bottle opener, I think, on a keyring. That's a rather useful thing. And then we have some sweets here. Lovely. And wake up tea. There you go. So I'm not sure what it is, but there we go. Lance Pelletier. So that's rather nice. Put that back in there so I know which bit goes with where. And then we have another one here. Have the best day. So again, that will slide off. And I love these boxes. I've made these in so many different sizes. So, oh, chocolate are here as well. See, I haven't opened all of these. Nadine Straven. So it's nice chocolate in there. And again, a nice box just made, as you can see, out of a rectangle of card. But when it folds up, you don't need any glue on it. It folds up. And because of where you've put the folds and folded it, it forms that sort of shape. And these ends fold to hold themselves in. And then you can simply put a little belly band around it and look what you've got. Isn't that lovely? That is beautiful. I like those. Then we have another card here, which might well have something in the middle again. Let's have a look. So this is a good idea. This is she's suggesting that you put your preferred photos in. This is Stephanie Blin, Creative Steph. So this is, oh, this is nice. So there we are. We've got a little holder to put a favourite photo in here, and you can stick something in there because of Kern. And because she's put that up, look, it's an easel card. So we can have photos here, we can have photos inside. We can make this a real souvenir, which is really lovely. Nice idea for a simple easel card, but a lovely idea to suggest you put your photos, print off your photos that we took. We all took loads of photos, of course, and put your favourites in there. That's a lovely idea too. Then another card here, wishing you a day filled with very happy moments. Vic from Fée du Scrap. That's another French demo, I think. Might be Dutch one, I'm not sure. But anyway, again, a set I haven't got. So seeing ideas, even though I haven't got the set, you can see this and get ideas for other cards. So I could use a different stamp set with a different image cut out, different DSP, different sentiment, different gems, different bit of ribbon, make it look different colors, make it look a completely different card. But the idea is what you've got from going to these events, which is just so lovely. Then we have this. This is a rather nice little triangle box. This is from Ashley. Oh, my eyes are going. Parlovliet, I think, the Netherlands. So a Dutch demo again. And this, I think, did have some chocolate in it, but I've eaten that. But this is lovely. It's just, you can see it just has a little hole in there and the ribbon tied around the ends. And this has just been cut out with a sort of cracker die type way of cutting out these shapes, and then they come together. And when you squeeze them, then they form the ends of the box, and you can just tie them together. And you can see how it looks like a sort of cracker. So that's rather nice. I'm not going to attempt to try that, to tie that back again. Grateful for your friendship. Let's see who this is. Not sure who this one is. This has got something in it as well by the look of it. So again, oh look, Yorkshire Gold. Oh, it's Debbie Patrick. Lovely Debbie, who's actually in the same team as me with Gillian. Thank you, Debbie. I hadn't opened it. I hadn't had time. Yorkshire Gold tea, the best tea. Yorkshire tea, definitely the best tea. That's beautiful. So again, the time taken to stamp, die cut, colour, and put layers on and cut the DSP. It just takes so long to do, and fold in the special fold. This is done with a longer piece, this long, and you cut the top diamond off, fold it over, and you've got a little pocket for something in there. So how beautiful is that? So thank you to Debbie for that. Another one here. Best wishes, liebe Grüße. And this, oh, another one that's folded over, look. Oh, this is clever. This has got pockets in it. So this is another one that's very simply folded over and just clips together like that. It is actually a rectangle box, although it had flattened in my box where everything's been squashed and coming home in the aircraft. So again, cut out. These are cutest crew little images with the dies. And I have that. I'll be using that next week. So join me for the Craftalong next week because you'll see it there. Again, the spotlight on nature dies and a circle in the middle with that and some gems. But then she's also used some DSP to form two pockets inside. And that one has her card here. So that is Andrea Riga. Thank you, Andrea. Where's she from? Doesn't actually say, but she is obviously a German demo. And here it looks like another tea bag. Yeah, another lemon tea bag. How beautiful. So nice little box there. And again, she has done what Margaret did, which is stamp her own paper. So she stamped some of the cutest cute images and put them all over to make a sort of, just to colour the card, to give some interest to the card. So that is just lovely. So, oh, here we are. She's on here as well. Andrea Riga. Yeah, I'm not sure where she is. It's somewhere in Germany. Or possibly Austria. I think it's Germany because it's a DE email. Another French one here. Éclatoire. Now, oh, I see. So this has got, oh, now I have to actually undo it to take this out. This is from Cyril Robert. And it has in the middle, it's just a fold. I'm going to have to take it out. It's stapled together, this one. So sadly, I have to actually open it to get in here and see what this is. So this has been sort of fixed, which does mean at least you don't move it. Oh, it's rather nice. One of the little wet wipe towel things, little refreshing towel things. That's beautiful. Just using a glue dot to stick it into that just wrap around packaging that she's then decorated with DSP. And again, gems and things. So that's lovely too. Simple idea, but very beautiful. Another similar sized thing here with Sending Love. Should have actually opened. I just didn't have time to open all of these. It's been so busy. So Sending Love. Oh, this is lovely. Look at this. Look at this. Are you ready? Wow, look at this fun fold. This is another one I was going to do in a couple of weeks' time. I actually make mine a bit longer to stick out here, my bits across, but that doesn't matter. You can make these any size you want, really. But you can see how it's made. You've got a center fold here and then two side folds, which form the base of the card. And then you have these bits that are the fun fold bits here. And she's just covered it in lovely DSP and some beautifully stamped and colored images. Again, the time just coloring that image there, using the light and dark blends. She's just spent so much time doing that. How beautiful is that? That is lovely. And who is that? Let's find out. Maggie Burney. Thank you, Maggie. That is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to make one of those, as I said, in a couple of weeks. So watch out for that one. Another one that has got their own, made their own little thing for the frontier, Cologne 2026, and use the little bees flying around. They're so cute, aren't they? They are beautiful. Little card there. That is Katie Marco. So again, looks like a French demo. This one, beautiful shaped card, which is lovely, with die cuts on the front. Again, the time taken to just do the die cutting, do the embossing on that piece, the stamping and the cutting, putting it all together. It's so clever. Maud Kingal. So that is a lovely, lovely little idea. Then we've got a door hanger piece, stamping up with the exclamation mark. I like that. Again, the cutting for this, doing that die cut to form the circle around the door hanger. Given the list of materials there, who is it? Must have a name on here at some point. I need to open this to find out. Don't want to show things and not say who's actually made them. It's just not fair. There we go. Christina Heem. So thank you, Christina. Tetrao. Okay, lovely. That is just gorgeous, isn't it? The stamping up door hanger. I like that. Can't get it back in. I'll just leave it for now. Then another little box here. Again, this is lovely. This I had to open it, so I've sort of made a bit of a mess of it now. But it just squeezes together. It's got these bits at the end, like concertina bits, which you just pull open. Look at that, and here we have it. Thank you for swapping with me at OnStage Cologne. And this is Uta Donut. There we go. Beautiful. But I like this box, and it's if you make it once, it fits beautifully. But then once people start fiddling with it, like me, it makes a bit of a mess of it putting that together again. But it sort of folds in. If I could show you sort of slowly on this bit, you pull one corner in towards the other corner, and can see how it twists itself. And because of your other folds, it forms this like cracker end to the box. And you can just decorate it with pieces of DSP and a little sentiment on. That's beautiful. Cut out spotlight circle. Just lovely. Beautiful. Love the colour too. Another little box here. Let's have a quick look at this one. Can't get into it. Why am I being so hopeless at getting into bags here? This is ridiculous. I must be able to get into here. Let's squeeze it out. There we go. I can get it out. And this is a little present for you. It says on the top. And this is a nice idea. Just using a little bit of I'm not sure what that is actually. It could be paper, but it's just sort of twirled on a pen, which is lovely. And this, again, the time taken to put this sort of thing together. She's used the Easter basket set and the various things from that. But the colouring, the stamping, the cutting out, I like the little flag on it as well. OnStage Cologne. So this is Trise de Metz from France, Trise. And this is using the same box die as I showed you before with this squeeze closure, which is beautiful. Oh, look, more sweeties in that one that I didn't see. And another lemon tea. Lovely. I do like lemon tea, which is good. And again, it's the detail, taking time to actually stamp inside the box as well. I mean, how lovely is that? That is so beautiful. Never mind the time taken to put all of that together. So let me just put that behind there so I don't lose it and know who that's from. And oh, there's more in this one that I didn't get out either. And this is beautiful. This is using the arched dies, very clever, around a box base. I really like that idea. So we've got 3 layers of the arched dies, some more die cut flowers and leaves on there, a little sentiment stamped on and just flagged at each end with the hole through the middle, using one of the new little hole punches that you can still get on the website, tied round. So that makes a beautiful little box. And inside, oh, more chocolate, lovely, and some caramel bars, gorgeous. But it doesn't say who it's from. That's no good. Oh, it doesn't. That's really sad because it doesn't actually say who it's from, so I can't say. I don't know. So apologies, but if you made that, thank you. It's a beautiful swap. Another one here. Let's celebrate. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, I love this. This is the Easter rabbit, and she's used little Velcro stickers to put together. And again, the stamping, the colouring, and the die cutting that goes into that. And this is another little pad of sticky notes, which is so useful. Let's celebrate. And that is Cheryl Diane Taylor, who's a member of my Build and Bloom group that I'm with, that looks after my website. That's beautiful, Cheryl. Thank you so much. That's lovely. Cheryl, I think, visited every Starbucks between Cologne and home from her posts anyway. Am I giving the game away? Sorry, Cheryl, if I am. Little bookmark. I love this. This is one of my favourite sets, actually. I think it might be retired now. I'm not sure. But this is another French demo. Karine Jeannot, I think is how you say it. But using my little set. And again, the time taken for that. And this is beautiful. It's a bookmark where you stick that in a page and this sits over the top, so you know where your bookmark sits. Isn't that clever? And she's used the dies to form this bit on that little bit of plastic there just to hold it. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing, new chapter. So how lovely is that? Just with some DSP, but this, just that little extra something. You could have just done a flat bookmark, but no, we've added something to it, and that is just gorgeous. Isn't that lovely? So beautiful bookmark there. I'll keep it in there to keep it pristine, but I shall be using that. That's lovely. It's another one of those. I think I got 2 off her by mistake, so she obviously had 2 lint teddies, which is fine. Another one here. Hello, one of these triangular boxes, which I always think are so clever, but are, again, so easy to make. This is a rubber. Oh, look at that, a sheep rubber that's just like the sheep stamp. That's beautiful. That's always useful to have rubbers. Again, it's just made out of a rectangle of DSP, but the way it's scored and folded and punched gives you this beautiful little box here. So, oops, pull that round. There we go. I can tie it again later. So isn't that lovely? Again, it doesn't say who it's from. That's very sad. Unless I've dropped something, I don't think so. Sometimes they just don't say, which is really, really sad. Another box. I love this shape of box. Isn't that beautiful? Again, I haven't opened this one either by the look of it. And how am I going to, how do I open it without, there we go, it's a tuck in. So I love the shape of this, that's so clever, but it takes time to then cut all of the DSP the right way to get it in there. And again, the die cuts, the sentiment, the gems, just to finish it off. And more chocolate, lovely. Werther's Original tea bag. And oh, look, these are lovely. Look at this. So we've got, oh, little cat markers, little, you stick them in so they stick out. They're useful for the catalogue, actually. She'll definitely use those for that. Some beautiful note paper clips and a bigger clip here for whatever you want to put it on. That's just lovely. Love those. But again, I love this box, and I'm hoping that somewhere she has got the instructions for that, perhaps on a website. But isn't that lovely? Otherwise, I've got to take it to bits and work out how it's put together, which I don't like to do when it's so beautiful. But that is a lovely box. And that is Corinne Skorek, I think, another of the French demos. Beautiful little box there. Then we have this box here. Now, this is clever because this is one of these sliders. So I slide it down and it opens. And when you close it again and slide it up, it closes. Oops, didn't get it caught in. You slide it through the both. It actually, because when you slide it back, you slide it so it goes through these and it closes the box. That is very clever. So I can't remember what was in there, but I opened it and ate whatever it was, I'm sure, as I did. But you can see how this goes through. Because there's nothing in the box, it's more difficult to get it through, but it goes through both, then it holds the box together. Again, lovely idea that. I like that. Some little buttons. A lot of people make these buttons. I think there must be a machine for doing those. I don't know how you do them, but they're very beautiful. So just little buttons, and you put little clips around there, and then you can either stick them on things or wear them or whatever you want to do with them. They're very clever, but again, put together so nicely, and they were stuck down on there. That's it. And again, the stamp in the background just makes it all. Who's that? Christelle Alexandre, another French demo. You're simply fabulous. Now, this one, this is lovely. This is from, who was it from? Alison Haggerty, yes. And I love this because I was going to make this particular card for it, and I just love it. It's so beautiful. So this is, again, a little, just cut from different pieces of paper, just with cuts, putting layers of paper, adding elements. Isn't that just lovely? That is so beautiful. Ooh, can't get that back in. I'm struggling to get things back in bags today. A sore thumb, my joint is playing up, so it's not helping at all. You're not helping, thumb. Just go in. There we go. But I don't want to damage that. Very easy to damage that sort of thing if you're not careful. There we go. Hello, darling. Again, the time taken to die cut. I like this layout of just putting little pieces of DSP and then putting cut out images across. That's rather nice, actually. That is from Monica S. That's clever. I like that. That's a card print. Another one here from Katja. I'm not sure I can even say that name. A German demo from Hanover. Bosniakowski, I think. Again, with these people are very clever doing these QR codes. And she's used a bit of DSP to provide a pocket to stick that in on the back of her card, which is card front, which is lovely, which has this. Look at that. Isn't that clever? So it says on here, you probably can't see this. I don't know if you can see that there. It says OnStage Cologne, or Köln in German, 2026. And it's basically, again, a bookmark type thing, a mark where you can just slide it over a page and know where you are. So that's very clever. I like that. And I don't know where she's got that from and how she's cut that out or what it's cut from, but it's very clever. Very nice. I like that. Then we have here, another refreshing tissue there from another German demonstrator. I can't read that. Dear me. Ulrika, I think it is. Ulrika Boimper. Yeah, I can't quite read that. It's so very tiny and my eyes are not working very well. Another one, OnStage Cologne, nice little paper clip for you. And this has got a, can you see that beautiful little sort of cat little charm on it? And this is stuck in a paper clip, and that is a magnetic bookmark, which is rather nice. And that is from Stamping by Vicky. There we go. And it says what's used in there on a label, which I think is a lovely way to do it. I might have to think about labels next time. If there is a next time, there isn't one next year, sadly. Then we have two here which are stuck together, which is very sad. And this one, a mint tea. That is Ronis Bastelbalgon. Well, over there, Verone Dankert. So I'm not sure that's her name. And the present is a pen here. That is De Monchy Ghislaine. So another pen. So I'm all right for pens for a bit. And again, just really simple, but the time it takes to put these together. Nice little wraparound thing for the pen. I like that she's done it like this with the cutaway front so you can hook it over. So another pen, which is lovely. Two more to show you. Another one of these. I'll get it out and show you with this one. Hopefully without messing it up too much. So you've got this lovely hook, so you can either hook something, and this has got somewhere for you to put a photo in the middle, which is really rather nice. So that is another German demo, I think. Bayer M, yeah. And finally, another card, and this is beautiful for a mail card. I did actually buy this set for mail cards, and I love this. I shall definitely be copying this to make it. I love that she's used the sort of blurry bit around the back as the exhaust, if you like. You've got the sort of intimation of the road that the car's on. Car's up on dimensionals. Then you've got all the other stamping to put round with it. And that is from Laura McKee. There we go. UK demonstrator who's just lovely. So thank you for that. And I really, really like that card. I will be copying it. So there we have all of the swaps, which I'm going to attempt to put back in here, and that obviously will not go well back in here because I haven't put half of them back in their bags either, which is not good. Put that one back in before I lose it. It's because this is the one I struggled to get out of the bag, and now of course I can't open the bag to get it back in again. Oh dear, no, I'll have to just leave that one. Oh dear, so I need to get these out of the way, which is why I'm just very quickly throwing them back in here. But there you go, and it's so nice to get these because they give you so many ideas, and obviously you can not bother with the ones you don't think you want to copy, but there are so many ideas you can copy when you get swaps. Do like them, and I do like all the little bits of chocolate and things that I'm definitely keeping out from Jay, so I shall stick those on my new pens when I get them. So here we go. See, I can't even get it back in the box. You can see why some of them got squashed, because I simply could not close the box. I'm just going to move it like this now. Oh my goodness me. Put it out of the way just there for a minute. So how I'm going to get those back into show. And that's even with taking all of these sweet bits out. But I did want to show you before I finish today, I wanted to show you this new thing that is coming to our market. And this will start in the UK on the 1st of April. And it's a subscription. Paper Pumpkin has been in the US for many years, I think, more or less since Stamping Up started. It's a monthly subscription, and each month you get a kit. So basically they are kits, like the other kits that we buy in the kit collection, but these are a subscription. So you subscribe either and pay by the month, or you can pay in blocks of 3, 6 or 12 months, and all at once if you wanted to. You can pause a kit if you think the next month, no, I don't really want that one. You can skip them. There's no problem with that. Lots more details soon. I think the price is going to be £30. We're waiting to have that confirmed. When you first subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you will actually get a kit, a block, a stamping block. Most of the kits don't, so you keep the stamping block from your welcome kit so that you then can use it in all future kits. But like all kits that Stamping Up do, it is very, very high quality. So it comes beautifully wrapped. This is the April kit, so you'll get a little preview of this from me. So you get a stamp set, you get a stamping spot. So over time, it doesn't matter if you've not got other ink pads, because you've got the one you need for the kit. And next month, it'll be a different colour, and the month after another colour. So you can make your own collection of the stamping spots, which is a brilliant idea from them. So this one is Peaceful Pine. This is one of the new in colours. So a little preview of one of the new in colours as well. I've got the in colours. I'll show you those. I haven't got my actual products yet, but I've got the sort of colours of them. Then a lovely sort of set of stamps, which again you can then store and keep. I've got a little one of the old smaller deep stamp cases, and I keep all of these small sets of stamps in there because they're always good to use. And then the kit, of course, comes with everything in it that you need. So that stamp spot there before I forget it, and I've already slightly squashed this because I've had it out to look at before. So it comes with die cut pieces, it comes with adhesive, it comes with the gems you need, and they're all in nice little bags to keep them in. Then it comes with these are pieces for the front, so these are already cut out to make fronts of some of the cards. It comes with the envelope, so it's a full kit. You don't need to worry about buying separate envelopes. It comes with the kit, enough envelopes for the whole kit. There are 9 cards to make in this kit. It comes with the printed card bases, and this particular kit is fully printed. I mean, these are just beautiful. 3 different types of bases, and then a set of labels where you can actually stamp your sentiments and then push these out to make the cards, and more die cut pieces here, more bases there, more die cut pieces here to make up your scenes. You can see they've got them all here to make up all the different cards, 3 sets of those because there's 3 each of 3 different cards. And of course in the front of here, I'm getting this in a mess again, but in the front of here, I can just open that to get it. Just a picture on there. Let me just open that. You have the instructions. So it comes with the full set of instructions to make all of these 3 cards, as you can see. So you did stamping bits. So you stamp on these little labels that I showed you a bit ago. Some of these are just push outs, so they're very easy to put together, very quick to put together. But for somebody just starting off, if you know somebody who'd like to get into stamps but is put off by perhaps some of the more complex cards that I make, full instructions that tell you where to go. You can't go wrong with these. The sentiments, by the way, they are only available in English. So you will only get these kits in English, which is fine for us, of course. Not so fine for people on the continent, but still really good. And more die cuts there that I didn't actually pull out the first time. And you get, as I said, you get one of these each month. You can pause your subscription if you want. But it gradually will build up into full bits of stamping because there'll be bits over. I fully intend to, I'll certainly have a go with this one, which is, we got them at OnStage in Cologne, and I'll probably find some different things to do with them. I think I'll leave those out without trying to squish them going back in. Different things to do with them, so I can show you that obviously you can keep the stamps and reuse them. You can use the die cuts that are in there in a different way to make different cards. It is so nice. So more information on that soon. You will be able to sign up for this on the 1st of April. You have to sign up to be able to get that first month's kit. This one, you have to sign up between the 1st and the 10th of April. Money is taken on the 11th of the month. So if you missed April's, say you got to the 11th or 12th of April and you thought, oh, I've missed April's. Oh, well, never mind. I can look at next month's. And I've seen the kits. There's information in my newsletter this weekend that'll tell you about the next 2 kits for May and for June. And as I said, you will then get those. You can skip them if you don't want one. You can just get all of them. There is also an add-on that goes with each set of 3-month kits. So there is a set of dies which actually matches this kit, the May kit, and the June kit. And again, there's more details in my email this weekend. So do sign up for that, so you get all the information for that. And I, obviously, if you've got any questions, then please do get in touch with me, and I will be able to explain a bit more, hopefully. But I hope you've enjoyed seeing those. I've gone on a bit longer than I thought because my goodness, there was a lot of swaps to show you. But have a look at all the details for Paper Pumpkin when the link comes out from the 1st of April, because I think that's going to be really rather fun to play with. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again